Alright, I want to teach you how to draw a shape like this in Autocad. Now I'm going to be starting from the scratch. This page has been set. I don't know the drawing unit you're making use of, so I'm not going to draw another one here so that it doesn't look like a copy, and or perhaps I can just copy it and paste it there. But before then, I'll start it in a new page. I'll come to this new. Now I'm making use of an old version of AutoCAD. Now if you're making use of a more current version, I'll still tell you what to do just in case. Now I want to believe anybody that is watching this video should understand basic AutoCAD. That's one of the caveats. Now if you open it, AutoCAD, you can make use of any drawing unit. For instance, now if you pick up the line tool, let me just draw from here to here. Now if you look at your screen, it is telling me that I've drawn a line measuring 25.3488. Okay, now if that is what it is, or let me take my dimension, let me bring out my dimension to put it to the side, pick the line dimension tool, then let me measure it to confirm. Take it up. You see it's very tiny here, but it will be written on the command line, which is 25.34. But if I zoom it out now, if you're making use of scale to draw, the reason why I had to do this, some people make use of scale, a particular dimension unit to draw. Okay, now especially if you're into architectural drawing, now in case you want to make use of scale, so first of all, let me copy in that drawing into this new. If I make use of this dimension tool now and measure just, let's say, from here, from this point to here, take it up. If you check here, what you have is 600 plus, so that means the drawing scale here is larger. So I'm just going to select everything here because it is still in pieces. So I'm going to select all, right click, copy with base point, specify base point, I'll click. So I want to drop it here in this new page. Right click, paste. Now you can see it's very large, so what I do is I'll just bring out, right click, come here. I can actually make use of this, but I don't want to make use of it from there. I want to bring out my zoom. This is zoom. Okay, I can use zoom extent. This is zoom extent, shows everything. Or if it's not working for you, make use of this zoom out, which is the minus. So I keep doing that. Now if you want to go through this side, if you look at this, you see a drop down point. So if you click on it and hold it, you see, so you can select whichever one you want, because by default you may not meet this one there. So I'll select it. Okay, then from there I keep zooming if that's how I want it, or come back to this zoom extent. Now the reason is I just want to have it on my screen, then push it using the pan to where I want it to be, then exit. Now this UCS icon is disturbing. I'll take it back to where it should be, UCS, then select this, which is UCS origin, drop it where it should be, so it's there. So mind your business. So I want to go now, first of all, draw a line somewhere here. Somebody sent this to me, so I had to create a video on how to do this. Somebody sent it to me that he wants to, he's actually, I think he's a welder, so that he wants to be able to design unique shape. So he could make use of AutoCAD, but he finds it very difficult to achieve this. Now what I can do is in two ways. I can make use of cycle, or better still, I can make use of this ellipse. Okay, now let's try ellipse. Select one point. There's no serious rule. Select second point. What I'm trying to get here is that I want a situation whereby the upper side looks like egg, then the downside will be thicker. Okay, see what I'm going to do now. So they don't have to be the same size necessarily, okay, because dimension was not given. If dimension was given, it would have been easier. So I'll now pick my move. Then I want to pick it from this side, but I'll make sure that I go to the center first. It's very important to always get your center point. Now center point is giving me issues. I can't get it easily. Now make sure your O snap is on. Now to check your object snap setting, then OS on your keyboard and press enter. Now if I'm drawing, I like to have my end point selected, midpoint and center point. I don't like selecting any other one because they could be confusing, so I'm going to say OK. After that, select it, then use my move tool. Now come down to this point, then move up. The reason why I'm having it like this is because it's not actually circle. So let me just pick it, select it and pick it from this side and drop it here. That's not what I want to achieve anyway. I want this side to come here. So then come to move again now. This time around, pick it at the circumference, then drop it there. And I haven't done that. I can come to the trim to click off that side. Now I'll work on one side. Now I haven't done this. I'll go and make use of circle tool, draw it somewhere around there. I think, make sure, now be watchful of this snap so that it doesn't snap there to be awkward. Okay, I haven't done this now. Then I'll now make use of the arc to connect it. Now let me just close this zoom. Use the arc tool. I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Then you pick it, you just pick it from, come down a little, second, then third. So it's as simple as that. Then come to your trim and trim off this side. Now I haven't done that. I want to make sure that this side I get what I want. Actually select this and select this other one together, not only one, so that you can move the both of them as you like, adjust them as you want. So the idea is that this side remains the way it is. So if I like it this way, I think it's fine like this, looking like a hat. So I'll select this one now. I need to cut it. Let's see the way it curves. It curves. You get to this side, it now curve again. Okay. Then I'll delete my arc. Come to this side. Now this is where come to trim now. Trim. Okay. So the same thing, select this, then move the two of them together. Draw this one to the side. that. Let's see. I can draw a line like this. Let's see. Use extend. Let's see what this guy will do. It's not going to get there. Draw another line. Use extend to extend it. Yeah, kind of. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'll delete them. Let me see what I got. Take this guy in. Let me undo. Okay, this guy, take him, let it connect, let them connect together. Okay, let's see, just touching it, touching, I'll take it back a little. Okay. It's fine like that. But I need to take this guy back a little. Okay, now what I have, let's take it back, then curve it, use back again. Okay, so that's how you do it. Just for the sake of time, let me stop it here. So this is basically how to go about it. Then the next thing to do, let me move this guy back. I have to move it back. Come to, I will not click as if I want to click, so that it will show the intersection point. Then move it to this side. Click and move it to where it intersects. Now let me see if this is going to, I'll extend it to touch, then extend this also. So I'll go back and trim. So the next thing I want to do is I'll use offset. Now offset, for you to understand offset, you must know the drawing unit you're making use of. So I know, so I'm going to be using 10 in case your drawing is very small and you're using 10, it will be very large. Let's see, 10. Okay, 10 is okay. Well, let me use 20. Okay, 20 will be fine. Okay, let me use 20. Offset 20. I'll do the same thing here. Do the same thing. Then I'll make use of arc tool to seal this first point, second point, and third point. Then select it, make sure you reduce it. So this is it. Now another thing I want to do is, if you look at this side, there's this side, you find out that it's similar to what we have here. So I'm just going to select everything here, copy it out, and drop it here. Well, let me just put it here. So for the sake of time, in order not to bore you so much, I think that's it. That's basically it. They are similar. So that the way this one is, okay, it's the same thing, just that let me just remove only this side. So with what I've taught you so far, I believe you should be able to achieve this arc design. I'm just showing you the style, the way to go about it. Now I haven't done this, so I'll select this one now. Right click, I'll use copy with base points. Copy with base points. then it will ask me to specify base point. I'll just select here as my base point. The idea is that I want to convert this object into a single object. I'll right click, I'll use paste as block. If you're using a higher version, you might not see copy with base point easily. Okay, it will be forgotten. I'm not with a higher version, but it will be somewhere around. Okay, but it will not be. It will be copied with base point, but it will be hidden. It will have a name, but I've forgotten the name. I don't want to open my 2014 right away, but just try to look for copy with base point, then paste as block. In the comment section, I will be able to put it there. If you ask me, I'll put it there. But for now, opening my 2014 or 2017 to take time in order not to bore you much, so I've dropped it. So let me erase this original one. So if you select it now, you find out that it's just a single object. I've converted it into a compound object. So I'll select it now. I'll make use of scale. Now if you understand scale, you understand that you use scale to increase and reduce the size of an object at a given percentage. So specify base point. Let me click here. Now I'll reduce it by half, 0.5. So I'll select it and move it. Now where you move it from matters a lot. Where you pick it from. So I'll pick it from this end point here. Now looking at this, I'll come here, I'll drop it. So it's touching, but this particular one, okay, it's touching good. It's touching, so it's correct. So I'll select it, copy it again, copy it out. So select it. I'll also scale it. This point, just click anywhere. The scale factor is still 0.5. I'll press enter. So I will now move it from this point to this point. Okay, but if you look at this original one, you find that it's not touching this side. So what I'll do is I'll select it. I'll make use of my rotate. Click on any point and just turn it a little. Okay, I haven't done that. I'll select it and use move it to this point. Still fumbling. I'll rotate it back a little. That's how I want it. No, undo. That's what I want. Okay now like this. So I'll select it is okay like this. I'll select it, I'll move it down. This is what I want to achieve. Now another thing I will now do, now that I have them like this, I will select everything. You know, this is still in simple object, so I'll select let me select it. Let me convert it to compound object first. Let's see. Mistake. Okay. Right click, copy with base point. Select base point. I'll delete the original one. Right click, paste as block. So it's there. So you can see 1, 2, 3. So I can now make use of mirror. from here to here, then erase the subject, no, N for no, just press enter. So folks, that's how to achieve your design. So isn't it lovely? I believe you can do better. So I believe I deserve a clap. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button to get more awesome videos I'll be dropping. My name is King James. You're welcome to Sweat Studio. Catch you next class.